Well, good morning, everybody. Should probably just get this one out of the way because he was already up front. Our special music today is my dear friend Ted Hogarth. And since the processional, I don't know if you've known, that we use now since Reverend John took over, has been a song that I wrote. It's always fun to get Ted to actually play on it as well. So any chance I can, I'm just like, hey, Ted, sit in on this too. Yeah, that's right. Dave brought, he was on the record, to which Dave Van Haren is on the drums today. We've got Elizabeth Case on piano. I'm John Moody, your music director. And again, we've got Ted. They'll be playing an original tune of his. He made the point today during rehearsal that it seems every time he comes here, he premieres a new song, and today is no different. So that'll be exciting. And if you are able, please stand as we kick off our congregational selections. Not sure why I did that. I'm singing. 1, 2, 1, 2. I release and I let go. I let spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. When my faith I see the light, I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. And I let go, I let spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Yes, our souls are welcome here. I am the active, attractive, and in demand, Wendy Weaver, and I welcome you here today. I do want to let you know we have Reverend John is at the Chautauqua Institute this week, and he will be here. He will be back next week. So this week we have Marvinetta Woodley Penn sharing her insights with us. So it's going to be great, and it's going to be wonderful, Marvinetta. Love you. Okay. All right. So now, let me welcome you to Unity of Kalamazoo, where spirituality is practical, love is inclusive, and transformation is real. This is a community of people who want to live with deeper meaning, greater compassion, and a faith that works in everyday life. We gather to deepen our relationship with God as we understand God, to pray, to support one another, and to become a healing presence in the world. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey, you belong here because our souls are welcome here. Let's take this moment to pause, to breathe, to arrive, and open ourselves to something good. And I should have said it is my privilege to be your platform assistant today, and I am so glad we get to be together today. So thank you for being here and online. We offer our thanks and gratitude to everyone who has made the service possible today. This is a community effort, and your contributions are appreciated and are vibrant. If you haven't already done so, please invite your phone into the silence. There is a volume button that you can go down where it will just put it to vibrate as well, right? So just invite it into the silence so we can be fully present to each other during our time together, because why? When we're present, we are present to each other. If you're joining us for the first time, we trust this will be a memorable day for you. If you care to, please fill our visitor's card in the pew back in front of you and leave with an usher at the welcome desk on your way out. That way we can connect with you and share details of our weekly activities here and in the community. Okay. And then today the daily word is believe. I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. And it's for today, Sunday, August 2nd. When Thomas says he can't believe in Jesus' resurrection unless he touches the wounds for himself, he is describing those moments when God's infinite, eternal good seems too hard to believe. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas's doubt or demand blind faith. Let me say that again. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas's doubt or demand blind faith. Instead, he offers exactly what Thomas needs, inviting him to touch the wounds and see for himself. Jesus meets him where he is, then invites him into a deeper way of believing, one that can trust in unseen blessings. The invitation is open to me too, whether my belief is steady and confident, or I long for reassurance and signs of divine presence. I trust I am divinely supported and dearly loved. And then the verse is, Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." John 20:29. Oh, yes. Now this is the first Sunday of the month. So who's having a birthday this month? Please stand if you're having a birthday this month so that we can sing happy birthday to you. All right, yay. Yay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you for standing and letting us celebrate one more year of traveling around the sun. Good job.
I'm organized. I think it's maybe a little faster.
Good morning. I feel like that song was special for me. I haven't been here when there was what kind of saxophone is that? Baritone. I was trying to think, was it bass? Alto? No, it wasn't. It was something different. Baritone sax, kind of jazzy. Yeah. So what do you call that? What's the name of the tune? 131 to Goshen. Oh, see how special that was? I'm in the right place at the right time. That's right. That's right. And so are you. And so are you. So is greetings. I'm doing things just a little differently because I like that. You know, theater, that theater thing makes us just do a little improv, a little extemporaneous stuff. So Wendy and I are tag teaming because I have no idea. I just sit during this time and enjoy. I want to bring you greetings. It says greetings, so I am greeting you. So happy to be up here looking at you guys. instead of looking at the back of your heads for most of you. So, greetings on this beautiful Sunday morning, and then we do the announcements. If you're here for the first time, I do know that that's an announcement. If you're here for the first time, we welcome you. There is a first-time visitor's card we'd like you to fill out so that we can stay in touch with you. Am I right? Am I
Yep,
okay?
and
Okay.
support you on your
And support you on your journey. I love that part. Support you on your journey. Our travelers are here. I haven't seen you in a while. Maybe it's just me. And the beard has grown out quite a bit. So I look forward to learning all about this. What am I missing?
No, now the announcements.
Now the announcements.
Okay,
yes.
so next week on the 9th is our second Sunday, so we'll be meeting up in the fellowship hall. And then on the 16th, Reverend John is going to be speaking on lessons from Woodstock. And then And then on Sunday, August 16th as well, at 11:15 a.m., Reverend John will be giving a 1-hour presentation on what we mean when we use the word stewardship, as well as its spiritual, ethical, and practical applications for us as a church. All are kindly welcome to attend. And then the last thing is in the autumn, there is a deep dive into unity prayer practice called Prayer Partners, and Reverend John's going to lead this 9-week intensive course Thursdays, September 10th, 17th, 24th, October 1st, 8th, 22nd, and 29th, and November 5th, and November 12th at 1 p.m. While there is no tuition, a love offering is greatly appreciated during that course. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Stay up here with me. Because now I might not do this part right, but I think this is the offering. So we'd like you to give generously. Whatever you can is greatly appreciated. And we're going to...
So this is our statement of faith that we need to do as well.
Very good.
Okay, so all together, I believe in one presence and one power, God the good, active in all life. I affirm the divine within me and within all people everywhere. Yeah.
I choose
Thoughts that create, words that heal, and actions that serve. I practice prayer and am guided, strengthened, and renewed. I'm committed to living what I know, so my life becomes a force of good in the world. For good in the world.
It's okay. I make mistakes, you do too. It's all a part of the learning process, right?
Right, yeah. And then we have a new affirmation for our offering, so if the ushers could come forward, please. Thank you. So I usually this is my own personal thing. I usually, if I have a check or if I'm giving electronically, there's a card in the pew as well in front of you. Thank you, Rhonda. I like to hold that as well in my hands as I recite this practice. So that's just something personal I like to do.
She didn't know she was coming up.
Right.
And I didn't have my card. I give online.
So Jill has it.
Thank you, Jill. We'll share. How about that?
Yeah,
because we both give online.
Okay, great. Okay, great. And then I choose to give easily and joyfully, for God is my source, and gratefulness is my nature. And then we're singing Slow Spirit.
Yes.
Right?
To be
good morning once again. There's something else. Another special, see, I'm getting my steps in.
Just right at the top, you got the last 1, 2, 3, 1, up.
Yes, I love it. Had I started before that, I would have missed Bluesette. I would have missed being able to tie those lyrics into my message. See, the song says, poor little sad little Bluesette, don't you cry, don't you fret. You can bet one lovely day you'll waken and your blues will be forsaken. One lovely day, one lucky day, lovely love will come your way. But it's talking about the love of a guy. I want to talk about love, just love, especially the best love, which is the love we give to and we have for ourselves. Now, that was not the introduction that I wrote for a few weeks, that I simmered on for a few weeks, but that's the introduction that I want to give today. I'm talking about a well-lived life today. And I wrote a speech. I always have to write something because I want to make sure I get all that in. But then I like the way Reverend John and all the other speakers just speak as if off the top of their heads. I can't do that. So I have paper that I will probably refer to. I've gone over this, but that's okay. I'm so happy to be in my favorite place to be on a Sunday morning, which is Unity, with you guys. I get such wonderful energy from you guys. And I'm hoping, thank you for that, reinforcement. But I'm really hoping that I can say something today that resonates with you about a well-lived life. I looked for a quote when I thought about the well-lived life, and my mind went back to when I was in college. And I was the first person in my family to go to college, and I went to college in 1971. Thankfully, the civil rights movement had passed, and colleges were looking for people who looked like me, so I was able to go to college almost free. Yes, yes. I got in, and I decided that I was going to be an English major. Why? Because I love to read. My mother was a reader, so in order to be with her, I had to read. And I started liking that. I started liking going places in my mind and experiencing things in my mind that I could not experience in my little community. So I was at Eastern Illinois University, predominantly white school, and the only black in most of my classes. But I didn't mind because I got to sit back and observe a lot of things. One day, I'm in my 19th century literature class, my favorite class, and the class that I got the worst grade in, but I learned the most from. One, my teacher would always give a lecture. My professor, he would have a fit if he heard me call him a teacher. My professor would talk about his search for his soul. So he would talk about working with his Sherpa to climb mountains. He would talk about karma. He would talk about why you should not eat red meat. So one day I went home at 19 and I gave away all the meat in my refrigerator. And I have not eaten red meat since. I'm so happy to say I'm loving this life that I live. But it was because of that instructor. One day while we were having class, he started talking about the Greek philosophers. I was like, who are these fellows? Okay, I'm learning something else new. And he mentioned Socrates, and he mentioned this quote, "The unexamined life is not worth living." I was like, what? I've been here for 19 years. I'm in college. I'm the first person in college. I'm doing pretty good for myself. But I don't think I've examined my life. What does that even mean, to examine your life? You know, I can examine a problem. I can examine a paragraph. I can examine a sentence. But to examine my life? So what I'd like you guys to do with me before I go any further, I'd like you to just think about that word, examine. But I'd also like you to just focus either on a spot in front of you, not me, but another spot in front of you, or close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Take just a couple of deep breaths with me. And I'd like you to think about that word, examine. What does it mean to examine a life? Examine a life, to take it apart, to look at those individual pieces of that life, and then bring those pieces back together. Take another deep breath. And I'd like you to just let the thoughts come in and then let them flow out. Whatever those thoughts may be, just let them come in and let them flow out. And I'd like you to just focus on a space, an open space, an open field, an open space, a hole of some sort. Just focus on that space. Let your mind continue to go there. Then I want you to think that that space is full of the word love. Just love. See love in that space, on the circumference of that space, the depth of that space, the surface of that space. Now just start saying love in your mind, just love. Repeat the word love, just love. You can start whispering the word love. Just whisper love, love, love. Oh, fill that space up with love, love. Come back. Come back with a feeling of love and love for you, because love is the main ingredient on a well-lived life. The journey to a well-lived life. Now, we started this journey, come back with me, wonderful fabulous, incredible Wendy Weaver. I see you still there focused on love. I'm loving it, but I want you to come back to me for a minute. Now, we're on a journey. Our lives are a journey. They started when we were first born. That journey started. We got a lot of input when we were born from our parents. Then we got it from our teachers. Then we got it from school, our friends, all the people that we were around. And that journey has led us to where we are today. That journey will continue until we take our last breaths. Are you on that journey to a well-lived life? A well-lived life is where you can say, I did this. I took what was given to me, the life that was given to me, and I did something with it. I made something out of nothing, out of my imagination, something based on the love that was in me. I did something that I can leave to the world that says I was here. That world might be your children, that little one inside of you waiting to come on out, kicking and rearing, stretching to come on out. Oh, not quite yet, but it's yearning. Your grandchildren, your church, your community, the city of Kalamazoo, the world. There is something only you can do, but you got to decide that. Now, I want you to think about this journey. I want you to visualize yourself on this journey, and I want you to think about a suitcase that you might be carrying. A suitcase that you are carrying. Now, what does that suitcase look like? Is it one that you got from the Goodwill? I hope not. Is it a nice suitcase? I want you to think of it as a very, very nice suitcase. A suitcase that will last you for a long time. And look at the suitcase. Look at the lining in that suitcase. Open that suitcase up. Look at the lining in that suitcase, because most suitcases do have linings. I have a cheap suitcase that I carry when I travel right now. I'm not going to think about that suitcase. I'm going to think about another suitcase. And my suitcase has a satin lining. A satin line, and it has a lot of filler in it, so that the items in it don't get jumbled around, but they kind of stay in place. I call my suitcase integrity. Oh, integrity is an old word, an old-fashioned word that I don't hear used a lot these days, and I definitely don't hear it from a lot of young people. Integrity is the name of my suitcase, because integrity for me is the foundation of my journey. Integrity tells me you got to do it. If you make a promise, you got to keep a promise. If you say you're going to do something, you have to do it. Not only do you have to do it, my mother's voice echoes in my mind all the time. You have to do it well. I'm going to come back to the suitcase, but I got to tell you a little story about Miss Linnell. Miss Linnell was my mother. So Miss Linnell decides she's going to teach me how to iron. Iron? You iron. You're the mother. You stay at home all day. You know, that was my 15-year-old self thinking about my mother. You're home all day. You wash, you iron, you cook, you clean. Little did I realize till I got grown. Have mercy. That was a whole lot. So this is way back in the early 60s. This is in the 60s, right? My mother had a wringer washer where you had to put the clothes through the wringer, and then she would sprinkle them with Argo starch, I think it was, some kind of starch and water. She sprinkled them, and then she'd wrap them and put them in plastic bag and put them in the refrigerator. Somebody fills me. Thank you. You young people know nothing. You don't know anything about that. Putting them in the refrigerator. And my dad was a funeral director, so he wore white shirts every day. She would, a million white shirts, it seemed to me. A million white shirts. So she says, okay, you're old enough. You're going to learn how to iron these shirts. I was like, okay, hey, I can do anything. Hey, I'm a teenager. I can do anything. So she brought that shirt out. She told me to stretch the collar, iron it. You got to press down on it, keeping it stretched. I'm like, I got this. That's enough. So I had my transistor radio and my earphones on. I'm listening. I'm bopping to the music. I'm ironing the shirt. I hung it up so that my mother could come in and see the wonderful job I'd done. She was like, what is this? All these cat faces in this shirt. Cat face. All these cat faces in this shirt. In this shirt. You must be kidding me. She took it down. She sprinkled it again. And she laid it out again. She showed me how to do it again. I'm like, okay, I'm serious now. I got this. So I'm still bopping to the music, but I try. I hang it up again after everything, and I hang it up. I'm like, Mom, come see my shirt. You're kidding. This shirt is not ironed properly. What? She did it again. By this time, I'm crying. Please, Lord, please let me get this shirt right. I hang it up again. And she says, you better go to school. You will never learn how to iron. Yes, I will go to school. But that was difficult. But my mother said, if you're going to do something, do it well. Do it well, or don't do it at all. And sometimes that kind of teaching can stop us. It can stop us on our journey because we keep telling ourselves, I can't do this well. I cannot do this to the point that I can really be good at it. But I'm here to tell you, you will never get good at it if you stop. You have to do it again and again. Now, maybe if she had given me that shirt 15 more times, I would have gotten it right, but thank God she didn't because I went to college instead. And then permanent press came along. Yes. And you know what else happened? After a while, my mother says, I'm sending his shirt to the laundry and he can pay for it. I was like, thank you, Mother. You should not have to do that anyway. But I want to go back to that suitcase called integrity, where we iron those shirts until we get it right, where we commit to doing something until we get it right. Now, inside that suitcase, there's space. There's that space that you imagine when I ask you to do that little visualization exercise. So I want you to imagine that space, and you're going to pack for your journey. But you're going to put 4 things on that journey. 4 abstract words, we like to call them when I was teaching English. Not concrete words, not a railing, not a blouse, not some jewelry, but some abstract words. And the first one is choice. You're going to put choice in that suitcase because we always have a choice. We always have the choice to do what we know to be the right thing or to do what we know to be the wrong thing. See, choice is the thing that separates us from the animals. I walk in Asylum Park and I see these beautiful deer, and the deer see me. The deer don't really have a choice. The deer will either fight or flight. And I look like a pretty kind person, I think. Most of the time I look pretty kind. So the deer choose flight. But we're different from animals. We can make a choice. We can see something, and then we can think about that. We can pause, we can think about that, and then we can make a choice. That's a power that we have. And I ask you to make a choice to live a well-lived life. A well-lived life, one where you're challenging yourself, one where you're challenging other people around you. My mother challenged me all the time, too much, I think. But that was the foundation of me becoming the person that I am right now. So choice, personal choice, not to be whatever other people say that you have to be, not to do whatever other people say that you have to do, but something that comes from inside you for your personal journey that says, this is right for me. The second thing I want you to think about to put into your suitcase for your journey is courage. It's not courage. No, it is not courage. I'm going to go back to my notes. I knew I was going to do that. Curiosity. See, I should have been a little bit more curious. The second things I want you to put in there is curiosity. Now, the saying is that curiosity killed the cat. No, 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 no. Curiosity did not kill that cat. Curiosity led that cat to do a whole bunch of things. Cats are always curious. And I want us to be curious about life. Not to just accept whatever comes to us, but to ask, what else is out there? What else can I do? If somebody gives you something, say, oh, what's inside? I want to know what's inside. I want to know what's on the other side of this issue. I want to look at all perspectives, and I want to know everything about something. I want to stay curious, because curious will keep you open to possibilities. The opposite of curious, I believe, is knowing everything, certainty. Certainty. Now, you can be certain about some things. You might be certain about when that baby's going to come. They gave you a date. The doctor was pretty certain that it's going to come around this day. But that baby has a mind of its own. And that baby's going to say, I'm ready. Might be in church one day. That baby's going to say, I'm ready. Reverend John's going to have to stop everything, get you out of here, because that baby is ready. If Karen's here, we're good. Very good. But curiosity is something that will take you far. Far and wide. Just open your mind and stay curious to the possibilities in the world. Rather than judge, get curious. Rather than get angry, get curious. Live in wonder. And tell you a little story. For my birthday this year, I went to Nashville. I said I'm going to Nashville by myself. Why did I go to Nashville? I have no idea. I just chose Nashville. I like Nashville. I was there before. I liked them. I think I'm going to go to Nashville. Next thing you know, my girlfriend says, I'm going with you. I was like, okay. I like traveling by myself because I don't like being on somebody else's agenda, you know? And if I get up in the morning and I decide I want to go here, that's kind of how I roll when I'm on vacation. So I let Spirit lead a lot. I'm in Nashville, and I see this movie that I want to see, the Billy Preston story, at a nonprofit theater. And I says, oh, this is nice. I'm waiting to go into the theater to see Billy Preston. And a lady comes out. We start a conversation. And she says, I'm here for another movie. I'm here for Natchez. I'm doing a conversation with teachers about this movie, Natchez. And I was like, oh, sounds interesting. Okay. But we talk on. I tell her about Global Girls and everything. And then I didn't think any more about Natchez. A few days go by, and it's the day before I'm leaving. I look on the paper for what I'm going to do, because I always plan my day when I'm on vacation. I feel like I want to do this. I feel like I want to do that. I look online to see what's going on. Natchez pops up. It's playing at the same nonprofit theater, a little small theater, the Bell Court. If you ever go to Nashville, go to the Bell Court Theater. It's lovely. Natchez is playing. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm supposed to go and see this. So I get dressed real quick because I didn't have anything to do during the day, had plans in the evening. At the end of the movie, I could not move. I could not move. I asked myself, universe, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do? I'm open. You show me. I didn't know. I talked to the people at the desk. They were like, I says, what am I supposed to? I don't know. I don't even know you. So I contacted, when I got back home, it would not leave me that feeling. So I went online, contacted the people at the theater, contacted the lady that I had spoken with. She says, well, I know the director, I know the producer, I know the lady who made it, and maybe you can get some information from her. But then I went online again and I saw the people who were distributing the movie, so I contacted them. And I says, I want to bring this movie to Kalamazoo. I have to bring this movie to Kalamazoo. I don't know why. Something inside of me is telling me that I have to do this. So I did it. They said it's going to cost this much. I'm like, hold up. I don't have that kind of money. I'm doing this on my own. They says, well, can you afford this? Because we really want to get the movie out. I says, I can do that. I'll do that. I brought that movie to Kalamazoo. I have had 6 screenings of that movie. 6 screenings. I have 4 more screenings that I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell all you guys about it because it is a wonderful movie. But I tell that story as an example of you take one step, and guess what? He's going to take 2. You take one step, and he's going to take 2. All you have to do is decide that this is what I want to do. All you have to do is be curious about what can I do. And the next thing I want to talk about that you're going to put into your suitcase is courage. Oh, we can dream, we can think we got a choice, we can be curious, but we got to be courageous. One of the hardest things for me to do after my mom died, most of you know my mom died when I was 17. One of the hardest things for me to do was to still go off to college. But I had to muster the courage because I knew that this was what my mother would want me to do. So I mustered up that courage. And you know where the word courage comes from? It comes from the Latin word cur, which means heart. Heart. So to have that love for yourself in your heart gives you courage. Courage to step away from the crowd when you know the crowd is not doing what you are supposed to do, what you on your journey is not aligned with. The courage to stand up for what you know is right. The courage to walk away from a bad situation. Talk about my mother again for a minute. My mother was married before she married my father. And my mother had 7 children, one after another. She started when she was 13. Ooh, that was pretty common. That was pretty common at one time. But my mother said, I cannot stay in this situation. I don't know where she got the courage from, but she left that situation. It stayed in her heart that she had walked away from her children. She knew where they were with her husband's father, and she never left them. She met my father. Tell this story very quickly because I know I'm almost done. She met my father because she was a laundress working with my grandmother, working with my great-grandmother, I should say, because my grandmother was another story. She was hot. She was hot to trot. She was something else. She had 5 husbands. I'm like, go, grandmother. I'm not going to be like you. I'm going to have one. But my mother was working as a laundress. My dad tells the story that he and his friend went to my grandmother, who was the laundress, who would do their shirts because he wore these white shirts, so he would send them to the laundress. One day he went and he saw this woman. Oh my God, she's beautiful. My dad fell in love. Love at first sight. So my mom would go over there and she would see him, and they might go and have whatever they would have, coffee or cocktail, whatever. So she says, oh, by the way, this is the way my dad tells it, because he's a storyteller. Oh, by the way, I have a child. And he says, oh, that's okay. That's okay. A lot of people have children. That's okay. And then after a few more days, she says, oh, by the way, I have another child. And then she said, that's okay. I can live with that. People have children. That's okay. And then after a few more days, she says, oh, by the way, I have 7 children. My dad says, by that time, I was in love. Thank you. So my mom says, he's beating me. He's mistreating me. He's mistreating his children. I cannot do it. She left. My dad says, you come with me. I'm here today because my mom had the courage to move away from that situation that was unhealthy for her, unhealthy for those children, unhealthy for even the man that she was with. She says, I will not do this. And I appreciate my mother, not only because she gave me life, but she was an example for what we do not have to take in this world if we will stand on courage and we will step away from the crowd. Because, oh, honey, everybody told her, what are you doing? You do not leave your children, especially at that time in history. A woman's place is in the home. You take whatever that man gives you. My mother says, oh, hell no. I'm sorry, I'm in the church. Oh, no, I will not, I cannot, for the sake of me and for the sake of these children. So she met my dad. Thank God. He was like, come on. She had 3 children by my dad, so we had 10 children in all. My mom was an incredible woman. She demonstrated, she lived courage for me, and so she taught me courage. The last thing I want to talk about here is commitment. You got to commit. You can't stand on the fence. You can't be on this side one day and on that side the next day. Am I right? As a musician, you know you got to commit to that practice. You say you're going to do it, you got to do it. Commitment is an old-fashioned word that we need to bring out of the closet and teach our young people. Stick to it until it's done. And at the end, if you want to change, if you want to do something else, my God, I taught high school English for 19 years, and I was very committed. But then my spirit said, that's enough. That's enough. Then I started Global Girls, and I did that for 25 years. And then my spirit said, turn it over. I listened to that small, still voice deep inside of me. A well-lived life will give you that small, no, let me back that up. A well-lived life won't give you that small, still voice. You always have that small, still voice. Who has never heard a small, still voice? Raise your hand if you've never experienced the sound of a small, still voice. Because everybody has it. And I believe that is the God within us. All the time, directing us, guiding us, comforting us, leading us, challenging us to live a well-lived life. As far as I know, we don't get another chance, at least not in this body. I might come back as somebody else, as something else. I think I was a general at one time because I'm so strong, you know. I think I was a general in another life. Yeah, I fought. But we don't get another chance in this life, and we've got to make something of this life. I know my time is up. I want to leave you with this. We got to be strong for our children. Our children have some role models online and life and in their families in different places. They need to see more of us. More of us taking a chance on ourselves, betting on ourselves, being honest with ourselves and with other people, telling those people around us, no, I'm not going to put up with this. I'm going to walk away from you if you keep on this conversation. No, this doesn't set right with my soul. And my soul knows the difference between what's right and what's wrong. And my soul says, this cannot come into my suitcase. You got to protect your suitcase. That's going to carry you throughout your life. Your suitcase is in your heart. It's in your mind. You show up every day as the person not only that you want to be, but the person who is welcoming in the spirits that come to you. And you can influence those spirits with your spirit of courage, your spirit of commitment, your spirit of curiosity, your spirit of purpose. I ask you today, what's in your suitcase? I know what's in mine. It led me to Kalamazoo. It led me to unity, and it led me to speaking to you today. Thank you so very much. There's a lot of other things I forgot to say that's on that paper, but thank you so much for listening to me today. Oh, yes. So we're going to come into the silence. I invite you to come into the, see, I almost forgot that. But I invite you to come into the silence. And let's go to prayer. Let's go inside.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I'll wait for these precious moments when I hear all that can never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself.
This is one of my favorite parts of the service. I didn't know I was going to be doing this part today, but I'm so happy to be here. I'd like you to think about what's in the silence. What's in your silence? Is it fear? Is it regret? Is it despair? Is it blame? Self-blame? Self-doubt? All of it's based on the track of fear. Let's get on the track of love. The track of love invites, welcomes, listens, seeks first to understand. Let's focus on what's in our suitcases. Let's get rid of the clutter, stuff we don't need, stuff we won't use. And let's get those 4 compartments. The compartment of choice. We as humans have a choice. The compartment of curiosity. Have the curiosity of a child, just reaching for everything, trying everything, seeing what fits, what feels right. Oh, let's get that courage. The courage to stand up, even if you are the only one standing, for what you know in your heart of hearts, is right. And let's be committed. Let's be committed to the best parts of ourselves. Let's be committed to our neighbors. Let's be committed to our communities. Let's be committed to the city of Kalamazoo or Portage or wherever you happen to live. Let's be committed to bringing out the best in ourselves as well as the best in everyone around us. And oh, what a beautiful world it would be if we each did that. For our ancestors, for our families, for the children yet to come. Let's revel in the silence where there is peace and love and harmony and understanding. Oh, I'll share that. I'll share that at another time. Is there something else?
Just prayer for protection and peace.
Prayer for protection. Wendy? Okay, I'll share it.
It's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to be here. So thank you for having the courage to be here today, too, in exploring your own spiritual path. Thank you, Marvinetta, for giving us those 4 words to be thinking about in our suitcase. Thank you. So if we all stand together and we can say the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. All right. And then we're going to sing the peace song. You can hold hands with your neighbors, or you can hold your hands over your heart and then sing this peace song with us. Thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as great hope, and beyond we. As we walk with my family in perfect harmony, let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous hope. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
We forgot to announce one thing. Marvinetta is having a workshop today. We forgot to announce that. So